Hi there, everybody. Welcome to this webinar about how to get the most out of your Successful Supervisors trial. I want to say off the bat that this is only going to be 10 minutes because I know your time is precious. That's why I'm speaking so quickly. I know you've got lots of pressures on your time, so it's going to be 10 minutes maximum. I'm even going to set a timer to make sure I stay on time. First of all, to say thank you to anyone who makes it all the way through the webinar, all the way through the 10 minutes. I'm going to leave you with a special gift, a one-time offer. And I'll talk more about that later in the web class. So if you've got any questions about what we discussed about how to get the most out of your Successful Supervisors trial, you can see my email address at the bottom of the screen. I am a real person and that is my real email address, so please don't abuse that. If you've got any questions about the webinar or you've got any questions about the system, just give me an email and I'll do my best to answer you. Also, if you're watching on the live webinar client and you can see a questions box, if you type in any questions, I will do my best to answer them for you. Okay, so that's the admin over. Let's jump in and start looking at the system. So, oops, there we go. So first off, this is what it looks like when you log into your dashboard. I've logged in with a sample user. If you bought stuff from us in the past, you'll see your products there at the top, but I'm going to jump straight in with the trial for Successful Supervisors. You can see I've got 11 days left on there. You'll go into an area that looks like this. This is the main hub area. You've got all the videos and the resources and the bonuses that come with the system. I'll just say off the bat that your supervisors, when they're using the system, they'll log in through the app. In fact, they don't even log in, they just tap an icon and they'll get a stripped back version of this interface. So all they see is the level 1 and level 2 training videos to make it super easy for them. I'm not going to start with the videos though. I'm going to start with the bonuses. We have a CPD framework that's not available on the trial, but what I do want to look at, in case any of you have missed it, is the outstanding lunchtimes checklist. This is a really useful resource that Emma and I have put together. We've been involved doing lots of support for schools, lots of behavior audits, supporting schools with challenging children behavior or challenging classes. And we look at systems and practice in schools. And the outstanding lunchtimes checklist is we've put together, we've looked at the things that the schools with the most effective lunchtimes, the best behavior at lunchtimes, what they have, and we've put them together in a single checklist. Because when you put together really effective training with really effective systems, that's when you really move the needle with behavior at lunchtimes. And to access it, it's included in the trial. You just click on the outstanding lunchtimes checklist in the bonus area. And here we've distilled everything down to a checklist on the third page. These are the systems that the most effective schools use. So let's have a look at the top here. We've got the lunchtime supervisors issue rewards. So what you do is you print out a copy of this page, go out onto your playground, go out into your dining room and tick off each of these systems. Are they in place and can you see them being used? Anything that's not ticked, go back to it later. And what we provide is a really detailed breakdown of why each system is important, but also how to get it quickly running in your school based on the experiences of other schools. So you're not reinventing the wheel. We look at systems that work in real schools and you can just kickstart your change and improve from there. So that's all in the bonus area for you. I want to go back into the main area here with the videos. Now, what I do want to say is, if you're on the trial and you're after a 1 hour, an hour's training for your supervisors, this is not it. Okay, we think the approach of going into a school and downloading everything you know about behavior just does not work, because supervisors, well, they're human beings and they can't just take in that amount of information. Behavior management is a skill, and the way you learn it is by learning one practical, proven, simple strategy that just works, right? You go out and you practice it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you come back and someone gives you a bit more advice and support and they develop the strategy, or they give you something extra to use that builds on the strategy. It's all about drip, drip, drip across the year. And that's how Successful Supervisors work. So it's not for one and done training. This is for drip, drip, drip training across the year. Here's the curriculum here. We've got level 1 and level 2. This isn't what we thought lunchtime supervisors needed at lunchtimes. We didn't just we didn't do what we thought. What we did was we got 20 pilot primary schools together and we said, what are the issues that come up? What are the problems? What do your lunchtime supervisors need to learn to make progress so they get positive interactions with the children and you see better behavior in your playground and in your dining room? And that's how this curriculum developed, based on what primary schools identified as what their issues were. And then we used our experience working with really challenging pupils, teaching permanently excluded children, supporting schools with difficult classes, training and working with teachers and supporting children in school to put together those proven strategies, positive behavior management strategies that address the issues that were raised by schools. So you can see here it's split into modules. We've got positive behavior management and it's broken into 4 units. So let's jump into how to give positive praise that changes student behavior. Now, part of that drip, 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 every video has the same format, and that's entirely intentional. Each video starts with, now we just get it going there. There's a brief introduction. And what we do is we say, first, before we introduce anything new, we go back to previous content. We say, what was the strategy that was introduced in the last video? What happened in the last episode? And we go over that, we reinforce it, we talk that strategy through again, and maybe give an example in a different context. So you can see here, I'm sort of talking about the formula for resolving a playground argument. And we're reinforcing that. That's to keep that strategy top of mind. Once that's been done, we move into a PowerPoint section where we introduce a new topic. So here, what's the point of giving positive praise? And each slide underlines an important key. So here we're talking about what's the point of giving praise? Is it to make someone feel good about themselves? Well, yeah, maybe. But as an educational professional, the point of giving praise is to get good behavior to spread like wildfire. And each slide guides step by step your supervisors through these simple proven strategies that you've seen work in the classroom, so you know they work outside as well. So we have the introduction that recaps, then we guide your supervisors through a simple strategy they can go and use immediately, and then we recap that strategy again, so it's constant reinforcement. We talk through the strategy again, walk through another couple of examples. So here, Jamie, I like it when you stand quietly in the line, thank you. And then we say, go out and practice. In the next two or three weeks, go and use this and perfect it before we introduce something else. At the end of the video, there is a short three question quiz. Now, the point of the quiz is not to assess what your supervisors learn. The point of the quiz is, if you're working through some content and you know you're going to be asked questions about it at the end, then having questions keeps you focused. Your supervisors have to answer 2 of the 3 questions correctly. So here we've got, when giving praise, what do you say first? The student's name. What's the point of giving praise? To get the good behavior to spread. And which piece of praise is best? Amy, I liked the way you waited at the door. Thank you. And assuming your supervisor gets all the answers correct, or 2 correct anyway, they'll get the success screen. Okay. There's also a success tracker here. So for people that are using the full system, that's the way you assess your supervisor's progress through the entire program. They would sign and date a A4 piece of paper that looks like this success tracker here. So you can see where they are in the system. Going back to the main menu, going back to the drip, 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 you know, reinforcement, reinforcement, reinforcement. You can see underneath the module, underneath every module, we've pulled out 2 key strategies or pieces of information that are critical for your supervisors to know and use. So here, we've got a how to give praise poster. Just zoom out a little bit. So the point of this is we print it out, we laminate it, and then we display it. We display it where your supervisors meet, where they congregate before their shift starts, and it's there as another visual reminder. So they've had the reminders in the videos over and over. We've got visual reminders, all of this done for you to keep those strategies at the top of their mind, so they're more likely to go out and use them in your dining room and your playroom. Playground. Our time's almost up. I sort of keep this to under 10 minutes. It's just a really quick run through of what's in your trial and how to get the most of it. Start using it immediately to get the most out of it. That was how to get the most out of your Successful Supervisors trial. I did promise at the start that I would leave you with a free gift at the end. And here it is. If you're thinking about buying the program, I've got a referral code for you that's worth £50. So if you go to our order page and type in the referral code, there's a discount referral code bar at the bottom. If you enter webinar 051, that's a 0 there, not an O, enter the referral code webinar 051, you'll immediately save £50 from your subscription. And that expires in 1 week's time on the 24th of May, 2019. Thank you for listening. My name's been Simon. Any questions at all about the system, email me at simon@beaconschoolsupport.co.uk and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Have a brilliant day. Thank you very much.